Hi, I'm Mitch with Youth English School. Welcome to this lesson on spelling and pronunciation for English communication. Remember that this kind of practice will be very helpful to you, no matter why you're studying English, whether you're preparing to go overseas, preparing for tests like the IELTS, or just looking to improve your spoken English. We're going to look at spelling and pronunciation today. Remember, there will be no quiz at the end of the video lesson, okay? Let's begin. This is very general or basic, kind of simple English. So it really depends on your level, but this is where we need to begin. Now, last time I did my lessons here, I did some letter jokes or alphabet jokes. This is the alphabet. You know, the ABCs. There are 26 letters in the English alphabet. And of course, most students learn the alphabet, their ABCs, at a very young age, right? Everyone knows the ABCs. And not everyone, but almost everyone who studies English, right? Now, there are 5 vowel sounds in English. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U, right? And there are 21 consonant letters in English. These are the consonants and these are the vowels. So 21 plus 5 equals, yeah, good, 26. 26 letters. Here are the consonants in the English language. In this lesson, we will be looking at specific sounds, specific consonants from the alphabet. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. There are more than 40 vowel and consonant sounds in English. That's a lot of sounds. More than 40. So when you're learning English, you do have a lot of sounds that you're going to be learning. And that makes it kind of a difficult language to learn. So remember, as always, practice makes perfect. Practice as much as you can and use English as much as you can too. Okay? Now, in some words, the number of letters is the same as the number of sounds. We'll take a look at that. Best, best. Now, whenever you have a pronunciation practice or exercise, remember that I will try my best, okay, to make the sound and give you a chance to repeat. I like to say, I say, you say, right? Give you a chance to repeat the sound. 4 letters, 4 sound. 4 sounds, right? Okay. Best. B-E-S-T. 4 letters, right? Sure. What about sounds? B, S, T. 4 sounds, right? Dentist. Do you know the word dentist in English? A lot of students know doctor and maybe nurse, but dentist is a little less common. A dentist is a doctor who fixes your teeth and gives you a beautiful smile, right? Dentist. So, how many letters are there in dentist? D-E-N-T-I-S-T. Now, I'll try to say the sounds more slowly this time. So, if you'd like, you can repeat them after me. D, E, N, T, E, S, T. Well, sorry, that wasn't very slow, was it? I'll try to remember. Later on in the lesson, we'll have some more practice, and it'll give you a chance to repeat after me more. Specific sounds in the words, okay? So that was pretty fast. Let's move on. The number of sounds is different from the number of letters. So some words have more sounds than letters, right? Or, no, sorry, that's impossible. Fewer sounds fewer sounds than letters, right? You have to have fewer sounds. It's impossible to have more sounds than letters. Green. How many letters? 5. G, R, E, E, N. How many sounds do we hear in this word? Let's take a look. G, E, N. There they are. Happy. 5 letters and 4 sounds. What are the letters? H, A, P, P, Y. What are the sounds? Well, there are only 4 sounds because so often 2 letters that are the same, that are together, only have 1 sound in English. H, H, A, P, E. Bread. Bread. 5 letters. B, R, E, A, D. But there are fewer sounds. B, R, E, D. There you go. Now, in some lessons that are on the way, that I'll be doing later today, we'll look more closely at these kinds of sounds, these consonant sounds and vowel sounds in English. Okay? Let's move on to the next page. All right. We are practicing spelling and pronunciation together in this lesson. We are looking at words in English that have more letters than sounds, right? I got it. More letters than sounds. Listen. L-I-S-T-E-N. Now, in this particular word, the T is silent. Silent. That means we don't hear that sound in this word. And there are many words in English that are like this one. So we have s, n. No T sound. Listen. Okay? Good. And the next word is 6. 6. There are 3 letters and 4 sounds. So actually, during the taping of this kind of video lesson, as we're rolling, I might make an occasional error myself. So this time, we do have 3 letters and 4 sounds. So sometimes we do. We can have more sounds than letters. Let's take a look why, okay? 6. 6. S-I-X. But we have 4 sounds, so 1 more sound than a letter. And of course, I made that error before, and when I think about it, it's true. Sometimes we can have more sounds than letters, and sometimes we can have more letters than sounds, okay? So if I make a mistake, if I goof up, I'll try to fix it and make sure that you're learning English the right way, okay? Great. S, I, K, S. 6. K, S, X, X. So there's the sound right there. X actually has 2 different sounds in 1 letter, okay? But that's not very common. That doesn't happen too often. The same sound is written differently in different words. So, for example, the eh in red sounds like the eh in bread. This happens a lot in English. There are a lot of words that have the same sound, but they're written differently in different words. Like Bread and red. Same sound. Eh. Let's take a look at some more of those sounds, okay? Turn the page. Two words have the same pronunciation but different spelling. So, I'm sorry, again, we're not going to look at more of those words. We're going to look at this and this. More things to learn, right? But that's okay. In pronunciation, there are a lot of rules, right? Rules. R-U-L-E-S. So the best thing is you can learn the rules for sounds, spelling, and pronunciation, and then you can use them and follow them, okay? Do you know? No, I don't. So, two words, same sound, same pronunciation, but different spelling, right? In English, we can also have two words that have the same spellings but different pronunciations. Here's an example. Here is a woman, and what is she doing? Yes, she's reading the newspaper, right? Do you want to read the newspaper? No thanks, I read it this morning. So read, that is the present simple, right? And read is the past simple, the past tense of the verb. Let's continue to our next page and take a look at symbols for pronunciation. This is an introduction to the symbols that we use for the sounds that we make in words, okay? Here's a student. He is happy because he has a diploma. Maybe he has just graduated from school. And he did his best. He has done his best, right? Here's a dentist. 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 Remember, we looked at that earlier, right? There are 7 sounds and 7 letters, right? I think. I want to double check that. Yes. Okay, good. Green. So let's try again to get into this practice together where I'll say a word and you can repeat. I say, you say, right? Green. Here is the symbol for that double E that we looked at, right? E. E. G-R-E-N. Happy. Happy. Coffee. Coffee. Listen. Listen. 3. 3. E. E. Let's continue to our next page. Of course, you know, these are nice slides. They're very colorful. And in this slide, we have a lot of pictures to represent the words, which is a really nice way to learn new words or vocabulary. What's this? 6. 6. What are these? That's right. Socks. They are socks. What's this? Bread. Bread. What's this? No. No. There was a really famous movie in America, where I'm from, well, quite a number of years ago, a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And it was a movie about ghosts with a famous American actor named Bill Murray. He was one of the famous actors in that movie. And it was called Ghostbusters. This red circle with a line through it means busters, which means to stop something, right? To stop it. No. Also, the same sound, different word, no. No. Do you know? Looks like he has a bright idea, a good idea. Red. Red. Now, last time I did a video lesson, I forgot the money in England for pence. We're going to look at that word later. If not in this lesson, a little bit later on in some of the upcoming lessons. What's this symbol? Do you know? Yeah, that is the symbol for the Canadian flag, for the flag of Canada. Read. She read the story to the children. What's this? That's a bug, a kind of bug. It looks like it might be a worm or maybe a caterpillar. And this word is read. Read. The bug can read that book or the book. So, let's do some exercises together, okay? Give you a chance to do some practice with spelling and pronunciation. And what is pronunciation? Well, pronunciation is the ability to make good sounds in English, right? Write the number of letters and the numbers of sounds in these words. Write the number of letters and the number of sounds in these words. The example, green. Remember, we did this earlier. Green. There are 5 letters, but there are only 4 sounds in this word. G, E, N. Right? Let's have you try some exercises, but we'll do one more together, okay? Let's do number 1. All. How many letters are in that word? There are 3, right? A-L-L. A-double-L, right? What about sounds? How many sounds do you hear in this word? Well, A-O. There are 2. A-O. A-L-L, but the sounds are a little bit different. A-O. 2 sounds in that word. Okay? Now, do your best. Remember, if you make a mistake, if your answer is not correct, it's okay. It's better to try and fail than to not try at all. Right? Okay. I'll give you a chance to do number 2 to number 8 on your own, and I'll come back and we'll do these together. All right? I'll be right back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words to look at, and we are looking at the number of letters, how many letters, and how many sounds, okay? How did you do for back? B-A-C-K. There are 4. Let's make that a little better. First of all, I have terrible handwriting, so I have to think about that. And when I'm writing sideways like this, wow, watch out. Sometimes my numbers and my letters can become what we call chicken scratchings. Chicken scratchings. You know how a chicken with its feet will scratch in the dirt? And sometimes, yeah, there's a good example. That's a chicken scratching right there. There are 4 letters in back. How many sounds are there in back? 3. That's right. B, A, K. B, A, K. 3 sounds. Could. Well, of course, there are 5 letters. How many sounds are there in could? K, d. K, d. There are 3, right? There are 3. What about knee? Knee. There are 4 letters. E. E. 2 sounds. Knee. 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 2 sounds. Chicken scratching. 60. 60. Now remember, this has the X. Remember, the X has 2 sounds. That's a good clue, right? For you to think about the number of sounds in that word. Of course, there are 6 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 letters, but there will be 6 sounds, right? Let's see if I can do this for you. S, I, k, s, t, e. S, I, k, s, t, e. 60, right? Thing. This is the th, right? Th, 3 sounds. Who. Who. Well, of course, there are 3 letters. Ooh. Ooh. And 2 sounds, right? The last one, address. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 words in address. And how many sounds are there? 5. Yeah, there are 5. Let's see if I can do this for you. D, S, or S. D, S. 5 sounds. Well, some pronunciation symbols are easy. The sorts of sounds and pronunciation symbols that we're doing in this lesson are what we say pretty easy. They're lower level English, generally, most of the time. But if it's not easy for you, that's okay. The best thing to do is to practice and practice some more. And pretty soon, you'll be making these sounds very well in English, I promise, okay? If you practice. Let's look at the first example, or the example and then the first question. Best. Best. What's this? Big. Yeah. Big. Big. Take a look at these, okay? 3 or 2 through 8, and write the words in its normal spelling, not the symbol spelling, but the letter spelling, okay? I'll be right back. Well, how are you doing? We're looking at pronunciation symbols in this column on this side, and the normal or letter spelling on this side. What word is this? Dress. Dress. How about this? You know this word. Yeah. Friend. Friend. What do you think? Give. Give. Number 5? Well, that is the same spelling as the symbol. The symbol here. Next. There's that X again. There's the X right there. Next. Next. This is very, very. And the last one, number 8, is well. 4 letters in well, but only 3 sounds. Remember that double letters like LL are often pronounced with one symbol. W-a-ol. W-a-ol. Let's move on to our next page. So now it is time for some more exercises. In this exercise, take a look at 5 words in each group. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. On, top, stop, one, gone. They have the same vowel. In this case, what's the vowel? What is the same vowel in the example, in the red example? Yeah, good. O. That is the vowel. But one has a different vowel sound. A different sound. One. 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 Stop. One. One. Do you hear the difference? Wa. Wa. So one is the different vowel sound, okay? Let's give you a chance to practice and do number 1 through 4. I'll be right back to help you with the answers, okay? Okay, how are you doing? I'm sure you're doing great. Sometimes pronunciation practice can be a little hard. It can be tough. And another example is even when or if my language is English, if I'm a native speaker, sometimes it's really hard to hear the difference between 2 words, especially when the sound comes at the beginning of a word, like one. Sun, one, okay? It is really hard. But the great thing is you can practice pronunciation, and if you practice, your pronunciation will get better, okay? Number 1, give time. Sit, think, rich. Which sound is different? Which sound is different? Give time. Sit, think, rich. So, I sound is different. Time, sit, different, right? Very, very small difference sometimes, but it's there. Number 2, apple, bad, wash, catch, bank. Which sound Which word has a different sound? Well, wash. Catch. Bad. Number 3, much. Bus. Sun. Push. Up. Which one do you think is the different sound? Which word has the different sound in this question? Number 3. Push. sun, push, push. Number 4, many, maths, man, hat, flat. Which word do you think has a different sound? Man, many, many, many. Maths, man, hat, flat. A little different. A little different. But there is a slight difference there, okay? Terrific. We have one more page in this lesson. You're doing great. Remember, if you have a chance, sometimes I forget to slow down when I pronounce a word or make a sound in English. But you can repeat. I say, you say, right? And I'll try to remember to give you some sounds and some words to practice where you can repeat what I say, okay? I'll try to remember. Sometimes during the video lesson I forget, okay? So just remind me. Just scream really loud, I'll hear you, okay? Let's write these words that rhyme. Now remember, I told you, I let you know earlier in the lesson, I believe it was this lesson, that we would look at some other examples of words that rhyme. What is rhyme? Rhyme means to sound the same, right? Rhyme is very popular when you start to look at poetry, poems, words that rhyme, and songs. If you write words or lyrics for songs, quite often the words will have a rhyme or sound the same. It can be a lot of fun too in English, so I encourage you to give it a try. Red and bed. Key and tree. Yeah, key and tree. Blue and ooh. Shoe. Okay, you try to do number 3 through number 8. Remember that you are looking for a word that rhymes with this word, okay? I'll be right back. How did you do? Well, let's take a look, okay? Not what. Now, sometimes the pronunciation between, let's say, someone from England or Australia or New Zealand will be a bit different from the sounds, the pronunciation that someone like me, an American, will make. We have a different accent, almost an entirely different sound to the language in terms of vowels that we say, the sounds that they make. I'm an American, so I'll say what, but someone from England might say what, not, what, one and run. Good. Date and is it wait? Date and wait it is, but also there's another way to spell this sound. I'll give you a hint. If you like to go to the gym and you like to lift weights. Wait. Date and wait. Lie and why. So and show. Beer and near. Well, it's time for me to go have a beer. What did we look at today, or what did we practice in this lesson? Well, of course, we looked at sounds in English and spelling and pronunciation. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson and that you were able to practice some sounds, that you were able to practice and improve your English just a little bit with me today. Remember, there is no quiz at the end of the video, but my name's Mitch with Youth English School, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.